such a difficult question to answer because all of those things are obviously factors, but they're very important to look at them individually. And with the partners, I mean, we can figure out what is best for all of us to do in any situation. But for us, each of those criteria are very important in all of our programming. I think that if you don't table these points and have them on the table as options, particularly gender balance, which is something that we have strived to work on since about 2018. We did a lot of work on it in Ireland domestically. So yeah, it's something that we try and look at very carefully to see what sort of a change we can make in any one of those areas. And then if we can combine them all together, then we know we've done well, if that makes sense. Ireland is an island nation surrounded by water, so the only way into the country is by plane, or if you're from the UK, France or Spain, you can travel by boat. The plane thing is something which you can't get around, so we try and minimize it as much as possible with having direct flights as opposed to connecting flights. But also there's the issue of our train infrastructure in Ireland. The times of trains are not they're not exactly adaptable to artists who leave venues at 12 or 1 o'clock at night. I mean, we don't have the infrastructure in place in those situations, so we need to think very carefully about how we're going to manage a situation like that, be it with electric cars or something like that. So there's a lot of barriers to how we can sort of make this work in an ecological, sustainable way. But it doesn't mean that it makes it more difficult, but it doesn't mean it makes it impossible. It just means we have to be a bit more creative about how we approach the way that we put the tour together, for example, and what we can do to make the nighttime economy a better one and a more vibrant one, but one that's ecologically sustainable. So it's something that we're bringing to government to speak to them about. These are the realities of touring artists. It gives us an opportunity to talk to government in new and interesting ways, to say, well, okay, it might be fine for, you know, a golf tournament where everybody is doing things within certain hours, but it doesn't work for the nighttime economy. So it provides good fuel for us to bring the conversation to the table in terms of our local government. If you don't bring these conversations to the table, if you don't table them and have them on the table as discussionary items, nothing is going to change. So it's important, even if we can't in some situations make it ecologically sustainable, at least we've had the conversation and we've explored all opportunities in that regard.